Heavenly Father, take our child to your breast and comfort her. Take our child that you gave us in your mercy and took away from us in your wisdom. Oh, take her soul unto thy kingdom, Father, and bless her. For she was a good girl, for all her mistakes.
Mother. It is better that she died.
No. She was married. I know. She told me so.
Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven.
Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever. Amen.
Lena?
It's all right, child. He's here. I heard the gate.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Gonna get me some milk. Oh, I hope it isn't too much done. He likes it kind of juicy.
Smells good.
Run and open the door.
Yes, Granny. Grandfather, he didn't come back?
No, Lena. He didn't come back.
Oh, he...
You've got to be brave, Lena.
John, surely you can't be serious.
They may prove annoying, I admit, but I just couldn't let them stop.
Of course not. But to bring them here, why, it's utterly impossible.
Please remember, dear, they're my mother and niece.
I don't object to your mother at all. It's that girl.
Lena?
Yes. In our position, we can hardly afford to air a family skeleton. And you know very well that that her mother was...
Well, go on, say it. I'm not that innocent. I ran out of Made Me Blushy several years ago.
Caroline.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, if that girl's coming here, you needn't expect me to be nice to her or to introduce her to any of my friends. After all, I don't exactly relish the idea of people knowing that our family contains a...
Caroline!
All right, I'll spare your tender ears. That's a dear. Now, don't look so horrified. You better think it over anyway, Dad.
You can see for yourself how difficult Caroline is becoming. I hardly think association with Lena will add to her improvement. John. John,
Yes?
I forbid you to bring them here.
I'm very sorry, my dear, but nothing can be done about it now.
John,
Yes?
I dislike referring to it, but... Well, you forced me to remind you that
No,
this...
you needn't. Ever since we've been married, I've not been allowed to forget that this is your house and sustained by your money. I'm not unmindful of it now. Nevertheless, I invited them here, and it's up to us to make the best of it.
Well, we're here. I don't see John. Do you think he's missed us? I'm so thrilled, Grammy, aren't you?
I'm kind of worried about John.
Excuse me, but you all Miss Nichols?
Why, yes.
Then welcome to Canterville. Captain John done sent me over to fetch you all.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. I's Lucifer Jones, but they calls me Lucy.
What a funny name, Lucifer.
Yes, ma'am. It sure is. I got the name 'cause my mammy said Lucifer means the morning star. And she says I'm the brightest thing she ever did see. If you'll all just step this way, I got a motor car waiting for you. Hey, Sassafras, get out of that car. You and your goose bowl.
Are you really going to make him walk home?
Yes, ma'am. That is, leash-wise, unless you all object, I is.
Let him ride. There's plenty of room.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am, miss. I don't mind walking myself, but Evolution's feet too flat to walk that far.
Why didn't Uncle John come to the station to meet us? Is he ill?
Excuse me, miss, I couldn't forget to tell you. Captain John is in great health, all right. And he told me to say he couldn't come and count as a gathering at the house.
A gathering?
Yes, ma'am, a gathering of the white folks for the races.
What sort of races?
Lordy, miss, there's only two kind of races in Kentucky, the human race and the horse race. The one the white folks is going to is the horse race.
Imagine, Grammy, we're going to the races. I just know I'll like them.
Of course you will, child. Yes, and does you ever want to know anything about racehorses, you just ask me. I know them, yes, I sure does.
I won't forget that, Brad.
How about that, boy? Get out of here.
dearie, now.
Oh, good. Now we can get started.
Hello, Barry. Hi, Henry.
Hello, John.
Barry?
Hi, Mr. Nichols.
I'm glad to see you. Carolyn was afraid you weren't coming.
I wouldn't miss for worlds.
He has his 2-year-old and he's as nervous as a colt.
Listen, you take Mr. Graham and Father with you, and dearie and I'll go on ahead.
Oh. Of course, dear.
Sounds like a kidnapping to me. Oh, it would to you, darling.
Good luck.
Thanks very much.
I see you've entered Brimstone.
Dearie, dear, I've been waiting for hours.
Why the rush? We've plenty of time.
Oh, I hate waiting for anything. Mother insists on Mr. Graham going along with them. Shall we go ahead?
If you like. Goodbye.
Come on.
So long, buddy. I'll see you at the track. Bye, Charlie.
Dearie, I'm so excited about those races. I'm going to bet a lot of money and win a lot, too.
You always do bet too much.
Oh, I don't either. How about yourself?
I don't bet much.
Don't they look well together?
Well, I wouldn't advise you to bet on Brimstone. No, he's been a very bad boy. You never can trust him.
Oh, nothing. You can't trust anyone as far as that.
Here we is, Miss Nichols.
Oh, Mother.
John. Oh,
Mother.
John, I'm so happy.
Yes, I am
it's
too,
been
Mother
such
dear.
a long time since I've seen
Let's go inside, Mother. Excuse us, please.
Will you please excuse me?
I'm sorry I couldn't go down the train to meet you, Mother. But, you see, we have guests.
Oh, that's all right, dear. I understood.
And this is Lena.
Yes, Uncle
How
John.
to do, dear?
John, we really must be going. Julie will see that your mother is made comfortable.
Oh, you're Matilda.
How do you do? Of course, we're glad to welcome you here, but don't let's be sentimental about it.
Lena, this is your aunt.
How do you do?
John, if you're going to be detained, I'll see that they get there.
Oh, no. We're going directly.
Mother, this is Mr. Graham. He has the plantation next to ours.
Oh. Glad to meet you indeed, Mrs. Nichols.
Thank you, sir.
And this is my niece, Miss Rivers.
I hope you'll be very happy here, Miss Rivers.
Thank you.
You make yourself comfortable, Mother.
All
I
right.
won't be long. Come on,
Don't
Henry.
worry about it.
Why, I'll see you again very soon.
It's all right, dear. Yes, Grammy.
Well, here we are.
Oh, John,
Yes?
I've changed my mind. I'm not going to the races.
But you have a horse entered.
Oh, that's all right. I'm not feeling so well.
You're going to New York. Will we see you again before you go?
New York? Oh, yes, of course. Well, I'm going to postpone that trip.
Then we'll see you later.
Yes, indeed.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Have a good time.
Come on. Yeah.
You killed it.
Well, I hope so. I'd be ashamed to miss a shot like that.
You should be ashamed, shooting down helpless little bunnies.
It's not a bunny. It's a cottontail.
You murderer. You get off this land or I'll have you thrown off.
I suppose you're what they call a humanitarian.
I don't go around killing bunnies.
Cottontails. Where do you suppose the fur on your coat comes from?
I haven't any fur on my coat.
Well, if you did have fur on your coat, they'd have to kill the animal to get it, wouldn't they? Or do you think they skin it alive? Do you ever eat a T-bone steak? A lamb chop? A pickled pig's foot?
Are you going?
No. It just so happens that this is my land, and therefore you are a trespasser. I can have you thrown in jail. Or I can have you thrown off. Or better yet, I can throw you off myself. Come here, Pete. Come here. I wouldn't pet him if I were you. Well, he's a natural-born killer. I kill just for food. But old Pete here killed just for the fun of it.
I hope I never see you again.
Oh, don't go away mad. She's a humdinger, eh, Pete?
There we are. How's that, huh? There. Isn't he cute?
Yes, and he is, and he's got a lot of sense, too. Yes, and it's just like I tell you, Miss Lena, horses is like humans. Blood sure tells. Now take that colt there. He's a plumb aristocrat.
How do you know that, Lucy? He's only a colt, yeah?
Oh, that don't make no never mind, Miss Lena. I knows it 'cause there was every drop of blood in him. You see, he was sired by snowstorm out of winter night.
Poor little thing. It's a wonder he didn't freeze to death.
How come, Miss Lena?
Imagine the little fellow being out in the winter night in a snowstorm.
Oh, Miss Lena, that colt ain't never been out on no winter night. You see, he was pampered by a snowstorm, and his ma was named Winter Night.
Oh.
Yes, ma'am, Miss Lena, it's just like I tell you. I knows horseflesh from way back yonder. In fact, it was me who practically raised him. And it was me that first discovered he had king blood in his veins.
Good morning, Miss Rivers.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Lucy, how do you ever expect to get to heaven when you lie like that?
Oh, them wasn't lies, Mr. Graham. I was just sort of fabricating to amuse Miss Lena, sir.
I'm glad you're fond of horses. It's a good sign.
I love them.
How'd you like to walk over and see my stables?
Oh, may I?
Come along. You very rarely see a white racehorse. He was very good in his day. Just retired. This is Tartar. He's one of my best horses.
Isn't he beautiful? Why do you look at me like that?
You remind me of a girl I was very much in love with a long time ago.
You make me feel almost like a ghost. Whatever happened to this girl?
She died while I was away.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She thought I had deserted her.
You hadn't, of course.
No. But if I had and, well, say you were a relative of hers, would you have forgiven me?
No. You can't forgive a thing like that. Why do you ask?
Oh, well, you don't want to be bothered by an old fellow's love affairs. I have another horse here, Brimstone. Very interesting.
Is that the horse that won't run?
Oh, he runs all right, but not at the right time.
Oh.
Jerry,
Yes, sir.
bring out Brimstone.
Yes, sir.
Zeke, you go bring Brimstone. I ain't feeling so well.
Who named Jerry anyway? You or me? Bring him yourself. Kill you, not be nothing lost. You see that? Who gonna bring Jerry's here? Oh, boy. Oh, oh. Whoa! Whoa! Listen to me, Brimstone. Whoa! Oh!
Come back here, Luther, and
Whoa! 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 Whoa, Brimstone!
There he is, 3 years old and a thoroughbred. A nervous wreck, utterly worthless.
Whoa, Brimstone! Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Oh, be careful. He won't allow anyone to go near him.
Mind if I try? Try Brimstone. Whoa, nice. There we are. Now, there. We could get along fine together, couldn't we?
Would you like to have him?
I don't know what I'd do with a racehorse.
You've done more with him in a minute than anybody's been able to do in months.
Take him, Miss Lena. For the law's sake, take him. I can ride that Brimstone. I knows I can.
He'll never be any good on the track. But if you want to try to tame him, he's yours. I'll speak to your uncle about it.
It would be such fun to have a horse all my own.
The Rivers stables have started business.
Oh, hello, Dad.
Hello, dearie. This young lady is Miss Rivers. Miss Rivers, this is my ward, Dury Belmont. The son of a very, very old friend of mine.
How do you do?
How do you do?
Well, have you two met before by any chance?
Yes. The last time she called me a murderer.
Murderer?
A rabbit was the victim.
Well, it was the first time I'd ever seen anything shot to death.
Oh, I see. I've just made Miss Rivers a present of Brimstone. She's going to try to tame him.
Say, that's fine. But you got a man-sized job on your hands.
I'm going to like it.
Well,
Will you see that this young lady gets home safely?
sure.
I'm going to run along. I'll send your horse over later.
Thank you.
Wait a minute. Have you forgiven me?
Partly.
If I promise never to shoot another bunny?
Then I'll forgive you completely.
Good.
Brimstone, I want you to meet Evolution. I want you two to be good friends now. And whenever I was riding you, I want you to know Evolution will always be pulling for you. Yes, sir, always. Now, hey, you two get together and get acquainted. That's it. Now, come on, get acquainted. That's it, boy.
Isn't the night beautiful, dearie?
Yes. A cigarette?
Oh, thanks.
You're not very conversational tonight. What's the matter?
I'm sorry.
You should be. I took particular pains to look ravishing. Bought a complete new outfit. Not a word from you.
Well, you always look beautiful, Carolyn. Perhaps that's why I hadn't noticed it.
Takes a lot of work to get a compliment out of you, but it's worth it.
Right. Why isn't Lena here?
Probably doesn't want to be a wallflower.
Oh. Well, I can't imagine her ever being that.
Interested?
Yes. I like Lena. She's so natural.
So common.
Oh, there you are. Is Miss Howard?
Oh, yes, of course.
Pardon us, Dolly.
Sure. Young lady, I came for an explanation.
Oh, you frightened me.
Cigarette?
No thanks, I don't smoke. What explanation do you want?
Of why you didn't come to our party.
I couldn't. Are they having a lot of fun?
Well, sure. You'll see for yourself. I am a personal invitation, and I won't take no for an answer. Come on.
Well, I'm not dressed.
All right. I'll wait while you change.
I haven't, I can't.
Gee, I'm glad of that. Well, you wouldn't have a good time anyway. Well, I've been perfectly bored all evening.
Really?
Yes, of course.
Well, I have to stay home and take care of Grandma.
Oh. Say, your grandma wouldn't mind if we would take a little walk, would she?
Well,
Just for a minute. We'll walk down and listen to the Dorothy sing.
Well, really?
I'll bring you right back.
Sounds like they're having a celebration all their own.
Uh-huh.
Just want to get into the promised land. Now let me fly. Now let me fly. Now let me fly to my Zion, Lord, Lord. Hey, over yonder in the harvest field, the angels shoving at the chariot wheel. I don't care much about shoving the wheel. Just want to see how the chariot feels. Now let me fly. Now let me fly. Now let me fly to my Zion, Lord, 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 Lord,
Really as happy as they seem?
Happy as children.
Love came into my heart. I must have loved her from the start.
I love the South.
I love it better than ever since you came.
But it frightens me sometimes.
Where's that?
It's always so calm. I keep waiting for the storm that should follow. And I miss the sea. There was a big rock by the coast that I used to pretend was my castle.
Perhaps we can find your castle here.
Listen. I think we'd better be going back, don't you?
All right.
The songs are beautiful, weren't they?
Very beautiful.
I better go in. Good night.
Oh, Lena.
Yes.
Good night.
should think you would be surprised.
I thought you were at the party.
That's quite evident by your actions on the porch. You ungrateful little sneak. Making love to Jury the moment you think my back is turned.
I did not.
You know that Jury and I are engaged, or almost so. Is that the way you repay us for taking you in out of pity?
But Caroline...
Oh, I shouldn't have expected anything else from you. A girl whose mother was never married. It's plain to see that you take after her. You're nothing more than a common... What's the matter, child? What have they done to you?
Oh, Grammy, can't we go away from here?
Go away, dear. Where?
Any bloody time, so unhappy.
Oh, dear. You're all upset. What is it? What's the matter?
Oh, Carol, she said I was coming. She said my mother wasn't married. What is it, Grammy? Why do people talk about me? Why did they whisper about me in school? Tell me, Grammy, you've got to.
It's all so long ago. You shouldn't be made to suffer for it.
Tell me, Grammy, you've got to.
Your mother was married, Lena. I know. She told me so before she died.
But my father, Granny, what about him?
I never knew your father. He left your mother, left her to die.
Oh.
I hope God forgives him. I can't.
Why, I can't believe it.
Didn't I tell you?
Why, if that rascal will run as well as that at Louisville, he has a chance to win the handicap.
Then you'll enter him?
For the River Stable.
Oh, I couldn't let you do that. I meant for yourself.
Oh, nonsense. If Brimstone is worth his salt, you're responsible.
Not to mention Lucy's sassafras and evolution. Hello, old fellow. Brimstone. Nice ride, Sassafras. You're getting better all the time.
Yes, and my show is. But I ain't ridden my best yet. You just wait and see.
Lucy, you better take him over and cool him out.
Yes, I will. Come on, Brimstone. Come on. Come on, boy.
We've just got time. I'll enter him tomorrow.
He'll win. I know he will.
Nice purse, that. $5,000.
$5,000.
You know, that might give you everything you want.
Almost everything.
Lena, you trouble me. I have a feeling that you're not happy here.
There's a reason.
I know of it. I had a talk with your uncle.
Oh.
Lena, don't you feel sometimes that you'd like to find your father?
No.
Perhaps he might be able to help you.
My father was a coward.
Oh, possibly there was a reason for his actions.
What reason could excuse his deserting my mother, breaking her heart, killing her?
None, I guess.
Lucian. And I tell you, he'd be waiting for you. Yeah, he is.
Sure made good time, boy.
Yeah, sure did. You're gonna do better than that next time, ain't we, old Brimstone, old boy?
You bet he is.
Yes.
Why all the mystery about training Brimstone?
Not wanting to be laughed at.
Oh, I see.
wish you didn't have to go, Jerry.
But I really must. Good night.
Recognize the night riders?
Well, of course.
Now, you can run along in. I'll take the horses to the stable.
All right.
Wonder what those two are up to tonight.
Why tonight more than any other night?
Caroline, you're poisoned.
But not blind.
Good night.
Lucy says Miss Nichols, Grandma Nichols, they calls her, had one of her regular fulmination spells. The doctor had to stay all night.
What's this?
Good morning, sir.
Grandma Nichols had another attack.
That's too bad.
Seems like the news is getting more aggravating every day.
If anything happened to Grandma, it'd go pretty hard for Lena.
Yeah,
Poor kid, she's lonely enough as it is.
I hadn't noticed that.
Lena's a very lovely girl, Jury, and a very unhappy one, I'm afraid. If her uncle would consent, I'd be only too glad to adopt her.
Great.
We could be very happy together, we three.
Sure. Like last night.
What?
Oh, nothing. You'll excuse me.
Lloyd Baxter's, yes, sir.
Show Colonel Baxter into the library. I'll be right there.
Yes, sir. Well, he is in the library. That's one white gentleman never waits to be showed.
What's the matter with Mr. Jury this morning?
I don't know, sir. He riz early and been brawling ever since. Seems like he got a misery in him. Have a cigar, sir?
No.
Go on, Henry.
I suppose it's not a new story, Colonel. A boy at school and a young girl away from home.
I understand.
Because of my father, we decided to keep our secret. You remember my governor, Colonel?
Who doesn't?
For that reason, we used my middle name, Rivers.
Yes.
A short time after, I was called home, literally shanghaied to Europe with him. When I returned, I learned that Lena's mother had died. Oh, I still have the gift I brought from Budapest with me. Here it is. I never knew we had a child until I met Lena. I recognized her immediately. She's the image of her mother.
Well, Henry, what do you want me to do?
Help me to help her.
That's simple enough. Tell her what you just told me.
Oh, I can't do it, Colonel. I tried too many times. I tried again last night. She's learned to hate her father, and I can't blame her for it. If I told her, I'd lose her completely.
How else can you help her?
There must be some other way. There must be. There must be.
I feel awfully guilty about leaving you, Grammy.
Land's sakes, child, run along and make that horse of yours win.
But it's not right for me to leave you like this.
Lena, if you don't go, I'll get right up out of this bed and spank you. I could do it, too.
How are you feeling, Mother?
I'm all right. John, will you please tell this child to go?
Of course. She'll be all right. Julie'll take good care of her.
Yes, sir, I sure will.
All right, then. Goodbye, Grammy. I'll be back right after the race.
Win, child. Win.
Yes, Grammy.
Goodbye, Mother.
Gee, they say Lena's made a new horse out of brimstone.
Seems to have a way with both men and horses.
Boy, she's making herself more than usually ridiculous. The Rivers stables. It's so silly.
Oh, hello, Mr. Nichols.
Hello, Dory.
You probably want to go straight to paddock, so I thought you'd better ride with me.
No thanks. I'd rather go with my uncle.
But Lena, you've been avoiding me, and I want to know why.
There's no particular reason.
But I want to have a talk with you.
I don't think we have anything to talk about. Dearie, it's getting late.
All right, Carolyn, let's go.
All right, Lena. Well, that should teach you. Never bet on a horse unless you know his full history.
Why, that Philly's Dam is one of the best mares in the country.
What do you her sire is unknown?
Oh,
Yes, you know, an unknown sire means an unknown quantity in people as well as horses.
I'm sorry.
If only I can win.
Yes?
I take Granny and go away, where no one knows anything about her, where I'm not just taken in out of pity.
You'll win. Shall we go down to the paddock?
All right.
Will you excuse us, please? I'll be right back.
Well, Henry seems pretty sure of the third.
Well, he should be.
Well, what about Brimstone?
Brimstone runs in the time Dad says he can. He ought to come in second or third.
I'm going to take a look at my horse. I'll see you in a few minutes.
All right.
Why, sassafras, what on earth is the matter?
I said lost evolution. If Brimstone here won't run without him.
Oh.
Sure, you know Sassafras is waiting for you. You had no business running away. Yeah, he is.
Where's you been, Evolution?
But Captain Henry, I know.
I don't want any argument.
Yes.
You do as I tell you and keep your mouth shut. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Ride him, Sassafras, ride him. I'm counting on you.
Don't you worry none, Miss Lena. Iron Brimstone's coming in ahead. You watch us.
Now's your chance
brimstone, fella. You'll show 'em, won't you?
Now the big race.
Well, now we come to
Here they come.
That's it. Come on. Evolution's waiting for you.
Come on.
Get that. Evolution's waiting for you. Come on, Rick. Evolution's waiting for you, boy.
Dad, what was the matter with Jim?
Why, was anything wrong?
Well, it looked like he pulled Tar in the stretch.
Oh, no, Dory. Your disappointment made you see things, that's all.
Maybe. Jim,
Yes, sir.
I want to talk to you.
Sassafras, that was such a wonderful race.
Yes, and I done told you I was going to win.
Jim, don't you lie to me or I'll...
No, sir, Mr. Dale. I ain't lying. I ain't.
Because I saw you pull Tar. Now out with it. Why did you do it?
Please, Mr. Dale, I had to. That's why.
You had to, eh?
Captain Henry told me, does Brimstone outrun the field, setting Tartar to let Brimstone win.
Oh, that's it. Get out of here before I break your neck.
Yes, sir. I's getting.
Dory. Tough luck, Tartar being nosed out like that. Who would have thought it?
Yeah, who would have?
Sniff?
Good idea.
Congratulations, Lena.
I'm sorry we couldn't both win.
Well, here's your money.
Oh. I'm so happy.
It means a lot to hear you say that. Well, come. Let's go and see the rest of the races.
No. I promised Granny I'd come right home.
All right. You run along in my car. I'll go back with Jury.
It won't put you out any.
Of course not. Run along.
All right.
I'll tell your uncle.
All right. Oh, Jerry, I'm so excited. Isn't it wonderful how Brimstone won?
How he won is right.
I'm going home now.
Okay with me.
Goodbye, Jerry.
Excuse me.
Hey, have a heart, will you, Derry?
Jerry, dear, I've been looking all over for you. Where have you been?
Carolyn, I've been finding out that you got more sense than I gave you credit for.
Oh, you silly.
Listen. How would you like to reach for a gold ring, huh? How would you like that?
Dearie, you don't mean it.
Sure, why not? We'll elope. Get married and everything. Are you on?
Sure.
Come on.
Well, wait just a minute. I've got to write Mama a note, you know.
Oh.
Granny, look! Grammy! Oh, Grammy. One child. Yes, Grammy. We one. You'll be all right now.
Grammy. Grammy, please don't go. Please. Don't leave me, Grammy. Don't leave me, Grammy. Please don't leave me. Grammy.
Please be careful.
Oh, it's all right. Don't worry.
Jerry, you're drunk.
What's the difference? I can drive better drunk than sober.
Look out the wheel. Please be careful.
Oh, it's all right. See?
Jerry, let me have
Look
it.
out there.
Let me have it.
No, no, no.
Long distance? This is the Westwood Hospital. Yes. Calling Mr. Henry Graham. Yes. Louisville, 27J. That's right. Rush the call, please.
You'll take good care of him, won't you? And let Sassafras ride him?
Yes, dear.
He was one of the best friends I had here.
You know, Brimstone was only saying last night that he'd be sorry when you went away.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be very lonely here without you.
I'll come back. But I can't stay now. Everything here reminds me of Grammy and
Jury.
you'll tell him that I hope he'll be very happy with Caroline, won't you?
I'll tell him.
No, Mr. Graham ain't here. Yes, sir, I'll take the message. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Goodbye.
You think it would make her happy if she knew I was wearing this?
I know it would, dear. You've forgiven me.
Yes.
Say it.
Yes, Father.
Oh.
Yonder she go, Evolution. Yonder she go.
Come in, sir. Come in, sir. Long distance just telephoned and said Mr. Dury's in the hospital.
The hospital?
Yes, sir.
Get that runabout and catch Miss Rivers. She's gone to the station. Hurry.
Yes, sir. He's in here.
Well?
Well, what?
What is this?
This is the end.
The end of what?
The end of you and I.
Oh. You mean you and me, don't you?
Yes, sir.
You mind?
Certainly.
Yours must be a fascinating profession, Doctor.
At times, yes.
Then I guess you do have to come in contact with all kinds of people, don't you?
Yes, but some are very interesting.
Say, you mean Lena really was your daughter?
Yes.
Oh, why didn't you say this to me a long time ago?
Well, I told you that I...
Who drove you here?
Curfew.
I gotta find her.
Open.
No,
Jury.
No, wait. Step on it, Curfew. Lena,